What's up, everybody? Welcome to
Howdy.
Breaking Rad. We're back. Had to do something different.
Nice.
You threw me off. I don't like that.
I
Don't
know
do
it.
that.
He does it exactly the same every time.
Not
Don't be
this
doing that.
time. Yeah, we got a couple of the goons. We got David, the Dime, in the house. And we're here to recap some of the finest CGWF moments in all of history.
Poor
Along with
David
some other
didn't
stuff,
know we were
right?
doing that tonight.
Yeah, surprise, David.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
It's like, I thought we were done with that for now. What's up? Statistical Zero, welcome. And Darth.
We also have Darth in the
Welcome,
house. I don't know if you said hi to
Yeah, we
Darth
got him
yet.
too.
What up, everybody? He didn't. Of course he wouldn't say that.
I wrote to him in the chat earlier as myself. So boom.
Well, good. Well, we have Mutt gracing our presence tonight, so it's a special night already.
Mm-hmm.
He's here.
That's right. I am
He's
here.
joining us from his vacation. It's nice of us to join us from the beach.
Little spot out in Tahiti today.
Are you in Florida? Is this pre-hurricane? Conditions here?
I'm here for the hurricane. I
Nice.
came to find the eye of the hurricane.
Mutt's gonna fight it naked,
Mhm.
as one does.
Because I'm a sexual tyrannosaurus.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I like that he hesitated. Like, I don't know if I can say this.
I didn't want to. I was careful, but I went ahead and did it.
I'm just gonna say it. No one's watching yet.
I don't care.
Sexual tyrannosaurus.
Made me sweat a little bit to say it.
You hear his wife behind that green screen, like, no,
I'm like, oh no,
Mutt. She'd go, Jay.
Jay.
Jay. That's what she'd say.
Yeah,
Don't dox Muddy. Don't dox
No,
him.
I'm not doxing nothing.
it's fine.
People
He
know his
knows.
name. People know his name's Jose now. Jose Muddington.
She'd say, Jose.
I've got
Don't
my
say that, Jose.
I've got my disguise on, so nobody can tell who I am.
Well, look, we before we lose interest, we only have like a half hour before everybody starts going to other streams, so we gotta get through stuff tonight.
Yeah, we got to get in there and get it done.
Tonight, I'm just gonna take over for a second, Macho. if
Do
don't
it.
mind.
You take it over.
I'm just gonna take over for a sec.
This is your thing.
We're all off our game. Cal's not with us. We have the color swap version tonight. Welcome, Don Chin. How are you, sir? Tonight we are doing in honor of. I didn't realize it until like the day of, but Sunday was the 1-year anniversary of the CGWF, and maybe that means something to some people. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
it
it
meant
means
something to
something to
me.
me.
And so I noticed I was jealous because Mark Polton did the top wrestlers in the CGWF. I liked it up to number 9, which is where I was. You two didn't even make it.
Oh
Just thought I'd throw that out there.
It's because you know what they don't do Hall of Famers. They don't put Hall of Famers in there. It's fine.
Yeah, they just get it
That's
automatically.
true. Well,
Yeah,
well,
we get it, yeah.
not legitimate ones, I guess.
It's like winning twice, so they don't want to do that. I get it.
So I figured in honor of that, I was going to do the top 10 moments in the CGWF, but I don't like being one up by Polton. So I want the top 25 moments in the CGWF. And we're going to be better because we're actually going to have visuals to accompany it. His ghetto channel didn't even. I had to tweak it to put it up on Rumble. I had to put pictures of the wrestlers because no one knew who he was talking about.
That's funny.
So I fixed it. I remedied it. But we're going to do, we'll just get right into it tonight before we lose everybody. And then also stick around because Mr. Murdoch has one of the coolest giveaways I've ever seen in my life.
Totally.
Absolutely.
You guys will like this. Don, please stick around. I feel like you'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
Don will.
Feels like a Don thing.
Mhm.
And then we also have Name That Death if we have time, which I see stat here. So I'm gonna turn my camera off because my internet sucks and I can't share a screen and do this at the same time for some reason. So zoop. And the best way I could figure out how to do it was building a little crappy HTML page that we can just click through and do this. I had no other means of doing it. So I'm just going to start the list. For those watching, top 25 CGWF moments in wrestling. I'm going to play the clip first. And no, maybe I should set it up. No, I'm just going to play it. Here we go.
Now, Parnell's nickname is Hands of Stone. That's not a knock on his artwork. The man has a devastating right hand.
This is number 25, the very first CGWF match.
Inaugural match.
The inaugural
Classic
match.
yellow flash, interrupting the ref.
Maybe I will set them up before I show them because I can't talk.
Oh my goodness.
Patrick Thomas.
Get the chair.
Oh my God!
So number 25 was our very first CGWF match. Patrick Thomas Parnell versus Robert Willis, good old Bobby Willis. It was during the CG Royal Rumble, and they say you never forget your first, and so I felt like it deserved to be on the list. I think they're talking about the same thing, wrestling, right?
That's where PTP got the nickname Hands of Stone. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe that is. I don't know where Mark Polton came up with that, but
yeah, he came out punching, and we had never seen any of these characters do anything before. So when he came out punching, it was just natural. Hands of Stone, PTP.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. A great way to kick it off. Seemed like everybody was invested. Number 24. No one's going to agree with me on this. This is a controversial one. But to me, this is one of the greatest moments. I felt it should have been higher on the list, but I thought I'd play it safe and put it down nice and low. King Davis's promotional video for his Heat match with John Malin. I cut it up a little bit to spare everybody the torture.
So it's come to my attention that there's a wrestling match. That's what you like to call it. You like to call it wrestling. Talking about men with muscles wrestling other men. Some would call this surprise sex. When somebody next to them is going to surprise sex on another person. This is surprise wrestling. Man on man action. I ain't got no belt because my pants stay up fine, John. Don't need no belt to hold my pants up. I would just like to convert them to the idea that 2 wars is better than 1. That's all. I do feel like I've been surprised sex, though. Justice for Shane was unaware that there was a wrestling match.
What? Your thoughts, gentlemen? I feel it's that I chopped that up enough. That was about like a 6-minute long promo. I just took out some of the best bits.
I'll never forget that. It went on and on and on, and I was just like, "What is this, a promo? What is he doing here?" But I mean, I think that maybe King Davis, which was a fierce competitor, he definitely was a fierce competitor, could have used a little bit of training in the promo area.
Agree to disagree. I felt.
Do you think? Go ahead.
No, go on.
I was gonna say, do you think he bought that stuff that he was wearing, or do you think he found it or rented it? Because
I think he just had it.
Like, do you just keep that stuff around?
I think he bought it. I think he went out and bought 2 oars, a big crown, and some kind of a cape or something to go around.
Yeah, it's like a leopard print cape.
Yeah, I think he went out and bought that stuff for that promo, for the 6-minute in and out promo. Talking about man sex and stuff like that.
It was pretty slick get up.
It was.
It was nice. There's a reason he was the king. I'll just say that. We say past tense because he was, of course, killed by John Malin during the death match.
Oh, he got destroyed. But I did like his Fu Manchu action going on there. That was
pretty cool. Good. Yeah, it's a
commitment.
commitment.
I don't know if he does that with a Sharpie. That looked painted on though.
It did. It looked so fake.
It's almost like he
was
just
a Shane spiral. It's his gimmick.
Yeah. It's almost like he just asked his wife to just kind of do it for him, and she just.
It is. If you look at it, it is uneven too, which is really difficult to look at. It's an uneven painted on.
Babe, this is really important. I need a Fu Manchu right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Take your crown off, Shane, so I can put this on right.
And like a good wife, she just did it. No questions asked.
She did it. No questions asked.
Yeah.
All right. Number 23 is a brief moment, but a memorable one. It's titled Little Caesar.
Corner. Picks him up. Hangs him in the tree of woe. What's going on here?
Only on the podcast do we expose the truth behind the ring.
that was Little Caesar. We just saw.
A great moment. The human sunbeam exposing the sunbeam for everybody to see.
That's where the sunbeam is kept.
That's where all the energy goes, I guess.
That's where the sunbeam don't shine.
That's where the sunbeam don't shine. Hey,
Polton got him best with the Little Caesar gag. That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
Every now and then, Polton says something intelligent and humorous.
Was that Billy Tucci? I couldn't tell who was fighting.
No, that was the Gentleman Scoundrel. Both of them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That was their debut performance, and
right. Yeah.
Set the stage.
And now they're the tag champs.
Current champs.
They
are
are
tag team
current.
champs now.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just going to move along. We got 25 of these things.
Keep going. Keep going.
I'm going to push this along here. 22, not really a funny one, but it was a magical event. It was the very first Bro-Yo Rumble with the Brofessionals.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Oh, look at the banner.
Look at that.
That's
Cool.
cool.
That's
The
sweet.
brand new Bro Arena.
Yeah, there I am. Standing O. Made in America. The boom in the house. The boom. Not even here to. You had him right there.
But,
Wow.
A bunch of old men screaming over each other.
that was literally what the entire stream sounded like, was just them screaming over the match. And no kayfabe at all. Very
None.
very unprofessional.
I like
they had
how
a
they
good
get
time.
after each other, though. Those guys don't hold any punches. They go after each other constantly. I love
They
it.
had a fun time. I felt like I was entertaining children that night. It was good.
Yeah, it sounded like it.
Polton went in there ready to do play-by-play commentary and got talked over the whole time, and then he just didn't talk for the rest of the night.
No chance.
He was very bitter about that. Number 21, very tragic moment in the CGWF. This is very recent too. Probably the saddest moment is when the Diaz brothers lost their title to the Gentleman Scoundrels.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Double belly to back suplex off the top rope.
Oh,
Give him the old word balloon.
It's gotta be over. One.
1, 2. Oh, what? Upset. Upset.
Eric Weathers was waiting for that hot tag. Came in.
This is travesty. Is that me or is that Mutt? Oh, that's Mutt.
I think.
That's Brother David.
And he's
Brother David, just muted.
Oh, that's David. Okay.
So maybe it's fine.
There we go.
Yeah, mute him. I was gonna say.
Sorry, Dave, you muted.
That's funny.
That was a sad night. We later inducted the Diaz brothers into the Hall of Fame, the first legitimate induction into the Hall of Fame, not out of spite or under duress.
Yeah, it was weird to see them lose. Like they hadn't lost in 5 matches. It was something crazy. It was a long.
No, I just expected them to win again. I was beginning to think people were just going to think we're rigging it. So part of me was a little bit relieved that they lost, but also very sad because they were all queued up to join us right after the match, and then we had to face them. And very sad moment. Number 20. This was a match between Donald DeLay and Stat. I'm glad you're here because this was the fight where Donald DeLay took on not one but 2 men, Statistical Zero and Sierra Whiskey. I call them the furry fiends. And
Delay heard me next time. Oh,
it was an embarrassing
a
match.
terrible splash. He missed.
Damn, Comics better be ashamed of himself that this is the match we get as our opener.
Whiskey brings Delay down to his knees.
Also hitting his partner. This tag team we're witnessing in the ring right now. They can't even keep their hands off of themselves. Really pulling out that chicken.
He's got that drumstick, and it's over.
This was probably one of the worst matches in the CGWF, which is why I feel like it deserved to be on the list because it was terrible. And embarrassing. Stat and Whiskey kept fighting each other accidentally. They keep knocking each other out and slapping each other around. And Donald kind of just won because they took themselves out. Number 19, to me, was a very special moment. There was a beef going on around that time between Peter Stametti and Eric July. And I believe the beef was resolved, but we brought it up again so that they could have a good old fashioned wrestling match for our own viewer. Our selfish views reasons.
Yeah, what a feud Eric July and Peter Samedi have. This is where we settle beefs.
I think the beef was already squashed at this point, but we're just riling them back up.
Yeah,
again.
let's stoke the fires.
Look at this.
Super butterfly suplex off the top rope by Eric July. 2, 3.
There it is.
And there it is, your winner.
It really makes you think. Maybe he's got a point on his views on publishing.
I mean, really, that's how we prove our points is through violence. I'm gonna unmute you, Muddy. I'm gonna unmute you. Oh, I can't do it. There we go.
Yeah, I guess.
There he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
that
Eric
was
July. Oh, go on.
I was going to say that was a great match because Eric July went on to do great things. So, he kind of proved his point in the ring and then outside the ring as well.
He went on to make more money, is I think what you're trying to say.
I feel like this match was the reason he made almost $4 million on his campaign.
I agree.
It was a big hurdle to cross.
Yes.
And we really, we put him on the map with that match.
We sure did.
Kind of just nobody slumming around in the,
Yeah.
the
You're welcome,
rap
Eric.
rock
You're welcome.
circles.
Yeah, that's right. And Eric, I mean, don't feel like you need to thank us. We understand that you're appreciating us. So
I mean, yeah.
Your silence says everything.
it sure does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks.
no, we understand. It's like your child grows up, and they move out, and they don't really acknowledge you anymore after that. But you've done your part, and
Yeah.
so
That's a good
I
one.
just like to say I'm proud of you, Eric. Good job, buddy.
I'm also proud.
Yeah, we're very proud of you. Good work.
I'm like your father, and 6 a.m. is like your mother. and
You know what?
Macho's
I
like
just
your brother.
appreciate that it's a nice
Yeah.
straight couple raising him. So there you go.
And David's like your half brother from a previous marriage.
There you go.
Dave was that weird uncle that we tried to keep away. Number 18, a very special moment is when Dale Keown earned his soul back at Midsummer Slam, defeating all the other zombies. Mark Polton granted him his life back.
Hard to overcome.
Oh, he's back!
He's back.
I give you life back, Dale Keown.
That's incredible.
Resurrected on the spot.
There you go. Great night for Dale Keown.
That's cool. man.
Canada.
It's cool special effects too.
I mean, that's just what happened.
Spare no expense.
What's that? The famous voice. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, that was that was. If it weren't Dale Keown, it probably was Johnny Cage from Mortal Kombat 1.
Okay, I knew I've heard it before.
Yeah, they sound very similar.
Very similar.
Number 17. The first true appearance of D-Wag. The first D-Wag promo. It was a fight between OC Steve and Patrick Thomas Parnell. We played their two promos, and somehow at the end of the two promos, D-Wag just appeared with his own promo. None of us put it in there. It just happened. Somehow we started.
Man, it's your boy D-Wag, and I got a message that goes out to you, PG.
How do you get in here?
You got a lot of stones coming here tonight, and that message, it was I. You winning? Not true. Talking tough on the net? Not true. You allergic to this kind of beef? Not true. So act up, get slapped up. D-Wag, I'll crack you. I'm not the best.
We need more.
Where are you digging these people up?
I think he's high on his own supply.
I didn't add him to the promo. He just got in there somehow.
We need more D-Wag in our lives.
We do need more D-Wag. He's probably the greatest. He should have been number one on Polton's top 25 wrestlers of all time list.
Yeah.
Greatest promotions of all time. By the way, welcome, Wise Guys. Entertainment.
Hey, Wise Guys.
Good to see you, buddy.
Macho said he was getting high on his own supply. That was awesome. That was good commentary work right there, buddy.
He was proud of himself.
I wrote it. I wrote that one down. I had it ready. Have a little.
So you knew he was gonna make an appearance. Very interesting. Number 16, the very first appearance. After all our wrestlers we lost many to a death match. They suddenly emerged after a Polton and Don Chin fight, and this is sadly the moment where Don Chin met his demise in the CGWF.
What the hell's going on here? What is going on here? Oh my God.
Phil's
They
genuine
are
shock.
feeding on the husk of Don Chin. Oh,
It was a gruesome death for old Don Chin that night.
That was gruesome, man. This is like the ECW back in the day. I mean, there's some pretty hardcore moments in CGWF.
You could really see Phil's genuine shock at the moment too. I mean, clearly not hamming it up at all for the camera, just shocked at the death he was witnessing. Number 15. Look, some view this as controversial. I was just doing my part for America. Excuse me, trying to stop a Canadian invasion that night, and I did my best.
Oh, what the heck? Oh my! Oh, what the?
No.
What is going on, Mark? Mark never helps us out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where you fall on the totem pole, Mike.
I guess so.
Somebody's getting beat to death, and Macho's worried about himself.
Classic.
He never does this for us.
He did. He
up.
never came out to help us with any match ever.
That's
Hey,
true.
but look, you know, I did my part for America. Xavius was eliminated from the King of That Thing competition that night after Cal just, finished him off that evening. So, you can call it controversial. I just did my part as being a patriot that night. Number 14. This one, I debated the top 25 being half of this and half a different one. I was just going to show this one 20 times probably. But Mark Polton's love for Dale Keown, I feel has not been emphasized enough. It's a little creepy, a little stalkerish. But here we have his Dale Keown confessionals.
Dale's biggest promoter has been the Moral Compass, Primetime Polton. And we have a little promo for Dale tonight that Mark put together himself.
TMC, Cowboy Phil, late pod guys.
You know what? If I went up against Dale Keown, I would just let him finger me. It would be my honor, Dale. You know what? If I went up against Dale Keown, I would just let him smooth my balls. You know what? If I went up against Dale Keown, I would just let him cop a feel, stuff like that. You know what? If I went up against Dale Keown, I would just let him. Oh my God, Phil. Poor cleaning crew. You know what? If I went up against Dale Keown, I would just let him feel it tonight. It would be my honor, Dale.
Yeah, it's weird. Not a lot of guys want to do that.
I hate you. I really do.
That was quality entertainment.
Yeah, I forgot my camera's off. I'm doing it too.
Oh yeah. So wonderful.
I think I was backstage when that originally aired, and I was dying laughing watching that. It's one. I
love that you see Mark's face before it happens too. You could.
He knew. He knew it was happening.
I love that Mark kind of sees it coming ahead of time too. He knows it's coming.
Poor Mark.
You can hide it from him, but he always you usually will say, "Oh, I got a little something special," and you can just see the his soul leave his body.
It really is poetic justice.
That's great.
That Primetime Polton, he kind of wound up on top because he took more abuse from the commissioner than anyone else.
Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Maybe says most traumatizing moment.
Absolutely.
It was for a lot of us. Yeah.
It's true.
Traumatizing for the rest of us.
Definitely for me.
Yeah, eventually, his jealous rage got the best of him, and he killed him in the ring. Couldn't take it anymore. Why don't you love me? And, all right, number 13 was a special night in the CGWF where we did a poll and we asked who the top fans in Comicsgate were, and we ended up having a little match where they got to wrestle each other to find out who was the top fan in the first and the only Battle of the Fans.
That was great. Hey, Sailor. Look at face.
Yes.
Topper got in. It's
Oh,
great.
that's so funny. Oh,
Another
yeah.
pink punny. Another pink punny.
There he is. The man. Look at him.
My man, 7.
That is awesome. He looks so good.
I know Mutt enjoyed Tampa's entrance.
I did.
Oh,
That was
yeah.
my favorite fan entrance besides 7 of 9.
7 was fierce that night.
You had a lot of references you had to look at with these guys, didn't you?
I know.
Yeah, it was hard to find out what they actually looked like. You really
I bet he
have
has
to
a
dig
whole
deep
folder
Twitter.
on each of them.
Yeah, now there's some creepy
folder.
folders
Yeah.
in your desk.
I you know what? I had weird pictures of people when I was trying to build all these characters. They're all over my desktop. It looked like some kind of serial killer thing. So I just have like different pictures and angles of different people in Comicsgate.
Oh, you CG
It
guys.
was more uncomfortable like when I was trying to build like Mandy Summers and Piper and stuff. My wife would see these random pictures of Comicsgate women on my desktop.
Don't want the wife seeing that.
No.
All you people think you're getting stickers. He's just getting your address.
There's a way you can pay me for the sticker. Send me photos.
It puts
hey,
the
Mark
notion.
Polton.
Hello, Primetime Polton. Whoa.
What, did he just knock himself
Oh,
out?
we
I
lost
think he just knocked himself out. Who's
That
running
happened.
this ship now?
That happened.
Now Dave's running.
I went to click on Mark Polton and I accidentally right-clicked and I clicked the back button. Thanks, Mark. You screwed up the whole night.
Where's Cal when you need him?
Yeah. We
Yeah,
need
if only
somebody
we
to
had-
run this.
Running things. Where was I? All right, number 12. Number 12, I like to call this Art T-Bear's 7 Seconds in Heaven. This was during the first Royal Rumble. Art made his debut into the CGWF.
Like RT Bear coming to the ring.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Sharp
There he
dressed
is.
man.
The man's a legend. Still hasn't fixed a rip on his pants. And,
Oh, what the heck?
The quickest elimination in the history
Oh,
of the
no.
Oh.
Smetty wasn't having any, or was that
that was
not
Tommy
Smetty.
Mark.
Yeah.
That's Tommy Mark. Tommy Mark wasn't having any of
He
it.
just clotheslined him directly out
Right out.
7 seconds after he entered the ring. That was amazing.
Oh, Mark Polton, now that you're in the chat, I'm just going to go ahead and replay number 14 because I feel like
Okay, that's a
he
good
needs to
idea.
appreciate this
Yeah, we'll
one.
go see it again anyway.
Dale's biggest promoter has been the Moral Compass, Primetime Polton, and we have a little promo for Dale tonight that Mark put together himself.
TMC, Cowboy Phil, late podcast.
You know what? If I went up against Del Keown, I would just let him finger me. You know, it would be my honor, Dale. You know what? If I went up against Del Keown, I would just let him smooth my balls. You know what? If I went up against Del Keown, I would just let him cop a feel, stuff like that. You know what? If I went up against Del Keown, I would just let him. Oh my God, Phil. Poor cleaning crew. You know what? If I went up against Del Keown, I would just let him feel it tonight. You know, it would be my honor, Dale.
Yeah, it's weird. Not a lot of guys want to do that.
I hate you. I really do.
Just for you, Mark. Oh, is he gone now? I don't see him in the chat anymore.
Oh, he's probably gone.
He's
But
like,
it's
I'm outta
okay.
here.
It was worth playing
He's
it
seen
again.
that one many
I'm
times.
out of here. I'm the Deathmatch King. Stop it.
Oh, there he is.
Treat your champ. I'm going to try and click his name again without getting kicked out of the stream. There we go. We love you, Mark. Number 11.
already
This
did
was
number
during the Diaz brothers CG Beach night. When we realized that there really was a curse upon the women's championship belt, where anybody who challenges the ladies champ will win.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
man, that was brutal.
Jeez.
What was that? I've never
It's like a
seen
cradle brain buster.
Jeez.
back into the center of the ring for the
One.
count here.
Two.
Two,
This is it.
three.
Oh, my
Wow,
goodness.
shortest match of the night. Oh,
Wow.
my
I'm
goodness.
done.
Another.
The curse continues, I guess, huh?
If I were Irene, I would watch my back because that belt's not going to stay in her hands for very long.
The curse, literally, whoever we put up against her next is taking it.
Yeah, it's guaranteed to take it.
She has.
I want my shot.
Of course, Polton wanted his shot at that. That's right. The hot potato championship. Probably one of the greatest moments of that night, though. Very epic match. Very quick one, but a good one. Number 10. Also, speaking of Mark Polton, you can either consider this a great moment or a tragic moment. I think you all know where I stand on this one. But it was when our last Midsummer Slam, last event, Mark Polton unified the freaking belts.
Here we go. That's
snap. That is bad. Oh, we got to cover.
No. Here we go.
Slower, Brian. Nice and slow.
Kick
Nice and
out.
slow.
Oh my! The belt collector himself.
Oh.
There he goes. There he is.
Brian.
It's emotional.
I told you all. All hail the belt collector of the CGWF. All hail the death match king.
All right, that's enough out of you. Muted.
Oh man, he enjoyed his reign for sure, and is enjoying.
Hey, you know what? I had to deal with being number 9 on your top roster list. You can deal with having a number 10 moment. Controversial at best. Devastating. We just introduced 2 brand new belts, and nobody even got to defend the Breaking Rad title before Polton just took it away from Ink Spots, and the first winner of the primetime title was later killed by Polton, and he just took the belt. So we probably won't be bringing those titles back. We're just gonna leave that one alone.
Just leave them with
Number
him.
9. We've had a lot of promos in our year of the CGWF, but nothing beats, I think, probably the greatest promo we ever had, and it was dueling promos between Narwhal and Michael Bancroft.
Yeah,
I have these clipped up. I'm not going to play the whole Bancroft one because we're going to get a strike for playing the Rocky theme, but here we go.
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I was just training for the big match this Saturday. Aussie, I'm going to flossy your butthole. Aussie, I'm going to flossy your butthole.
Mel, get my fairy red trackies. It's time to build some hurting bombs.
Oh, dude, that might be my number 1. That's amazing.
That was great. I wish I could play the whole thing, but we got a little. I don't know if it was a strike or a little copyright thing every time we play it, but yeah, that was probably one of the best promos we ever got. If you ever want to go back and watch CG WrestleMania on our Rumble channel, or on here somewhere, that's a good one to watch because Bancroft was peak Bancroft right there.
Show enough.
Number, what are we on? We on number 8?
8.
We are number 8. Number 8. This was the very first kill. First confirmed death in the CGWF. Rob Arnold and Death Metal Hero.
Setting him up. Oh, he's got him by the throat, by the goozle. Lifts him up. Oh my God, Phil. Phil, I think we just witnessed a murder.
Was Phil like giggly? Did you hear Phil?
I think this was like the 5th time Phil got COVID that year, and he was very like loopy on like meds.
He was loopy or something.
He was the whole. I was going through a lot of these clips because he got COVID usually like every other week, and he usually hopped up on meds, and he'd be like, "Hey guys, I don't know how I feel about any of you."
Got COVID again.
Got COVID. Number 7.
The COVID cowboy.
COVID cowboy. There he is.
Macho needs a little revenge too after the Nacho incident.
I have no
That was
problem.
fantastic.
I still think that was the best version of Macho we ever got.
Yeah, I want you to just do that all the time.
We're still in the negotiations.
You guys can get him, and I'll just take off. Get him in here. The
Let's talk
Nacho.
about it. I did enjoy Nacho. I like that his what he thought Macho was just like a stoner who eats a lot.
He's got a granola quality to him, but he's no hippie. He's no dirty hippie.
Number 7, I think, was the moment we realized we had greatness in the CGWF, in the form of the Diaz brothers versus the Oddities at CG Royal Rumble. The beginning of an entire, I don't know, dynasty, legacy. I don't know what you call it, but it was the moment that the Diaz brothers defeated the Oddities.
Third time.
Here we go.
I figure that cup is just filled with Diaz at this point.
So much Diaz.
Here we go.
A little too much Diaz in that cup tonight. Just let it end.
That was it. Gosh.
The ladies are all screaming. They're slapping their significant others, running out of the building and trying to catch the limo before it leaves.
Catching the Viper, man. Catching the Viper.
That's right.
It's a stretch Viper, right? It's a stretch Viper. There it was.
That was a great moment.
Great. That was probably one of the longest matches we've ever had too. That went on forever.
It was a killer. The Oddities hung in there forever, and then they took like 4 or 5 flying Diaz's and a couple of Two Brothers, One Cup, too many times, and then they finally went down.
Yeah, the infamous Two Brothers, One Cup, One Magic Cup, I think is what it was. Two Brothers.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Disgusting name.
Terrible.
Awful name.
Horrible name.
But it's stuck, and so we're keeping it.
Literally.
Yes, they did do some great promos. The very first promos, might I add, were the Diaz brothers. Kind of where we got the idea to do it. Number 6. We've done a lot of one of the staples of our events is we do commercials. I didn't want to do too many of these because I feel like I'm just tooting my own horn with them. But this one, the only time EVS ever recognized the CGWF was due to this one commercial, not the wrestling, but the Guess Who commercial.
Oh, it's Guess Who!
Comics Kid Edition.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess Who.
Is your person old? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that narrows it down.
Is yours a straight male? I'm not sure.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess
Does your
Who.
person fulfill the book?
Nope. Uh-oh.
That means it's not you.
Where's my sandwich?
Or you.
Yeah.
Or you.
Hi there.
It's Phil Jameson. You win. Let's play again.
The fun is trying to guess when you play Guess Who.
Game cards do not actually monetize your hate.
Poor cow. That was at his expense.
That was so good. Yeah, you
Yeah,
got him good.
And he was a great sport about it too.
He was.
You're right, Paul. And you did name the Two Brothers, One Magic Cup. I wish you didn't.
You're a filthy beggar.
It's
a filthy, filthy man. Again, speaking of Polton, what are we on? Number 5? Number 5, I would consider this the greatest match that has ever occurred in the CGWF.
Whoa.
The greatest match, the most disturbing. It had all the things you want: good wrestling, a lot of awkwardness, a lot of oily men doing oily things. It was the Mark Polton and Phil McNulty naked match together, where I stole their clothes before the match and made them wrestle each other. Great night.
Have fun fighting in the nude. Let's get it on. I'm gonna grab a hold. Oh! I felt something move. Man.
Listen.
Oh, I missed my flatliner drop kick. Oh! I hope I get a bruise and cover that up. Figure 4.
Things are getting a little too close for comfort, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
Phil, you get off your knees, man. Phil going for the pin. Here it is. The Polton Plex. That was a terrible camera angle.
When you're carrying extra,
Watch where your head is.
when you're carrying extra weight in your holster, if you know what I'm saying, it's tougher to get up.
Great match.
That was so funny.
Great outcome. I love that they were like, hey, what the heck? And then they just went and wrestled.
Wow. Yeah.
That was a great
So
night.
disturbing,
We
yet so
look on
entertaining.
we look on the King of That Thing tournament as kind of the black sheep of the CGWF, but great moments like that, make it an event to remember. And,
Yeah,
go on.
Well, I was going to say that match is significant because when Polton saw himself in the buff, he decided he needed to get buff, and after that is where we saw the steroid king, the growth hormone king, and he did become the belt collector.
Swollen.
That is true. I do like to think that was the moment he was like, "Oh,
yeah, that was a hard
didn't
love
like what he
moment.
saw." Paul, we're not the ones saying it. That's your buddies saying that. These are Primetime 6 members saying that, not me. Number 4, as Amanda B pointed out, the Diaz brothers did do some great promos. And that's why number 4 is the very first promo we ever had. We didn't even know that this was a thing we should do. The Diaz brothers made a promotion for their very first match at CG Royal Rumble. And here's some snippets.
Ooh, yeah, the Diaz brothers coming at you versus Lincoln Park and Larry the comic guy. Who's booking this crap? We are 6'5". We are Greek gods. What's the difference? Mexican, American, Greek gods. Take a spin, Brendan.
Look at that specimen.
Look at him.
Style. I mean, how tall are these punks? 5 foot nothing. Get the gold around our waist, leave that arena, jump in the Viper, grab our 2 babes, and get some steaks.
Sounds good to me, but it only has 2 seats.
Well, we could call him a cab. Let's get out there, bro.
Maybe call it an ambulance. Later on today.
Great moment.
That was amazing. Like they came out shining from day one.
Absolutely.
From moment one, they grabbed the spotlight, they put it on them, and said, "Watch what we can do." They were great champions, and I think they'll be champions again.
Yeah. Oh, they probably will be. We'll see. We'll see if Vince McSix has something to say about that. I would say the only travesty with that night was that they got it to me late, and they were trying to tell me during the whole event that they had the promo ready for me, and I didn't see it, and so we had to show it after their match.
Oh.
But it was a good night.
Great night.
All right, number 3. A lot of these are from CG Royal Rumble because that was really it's what started it all. But number 3 would be during the women's match where we had 8 ladies in the ring duking it out with each other because we're very inclusive. We wanted to include the lady creators, all 8 of them. And it was the moment that Selena Hernandez defeated Mandy Summers to become the very first ladies champ in a move that Mark Polton geniusly coined the end of summer.
That was unbelievable.
Oh my
goodness!
What was that?
From nowhere, just coming in the. Oh my!
One.
Carl, what are you doing?
Selena! Oh my gosh, Selena!
But you could call it end of summer.
Fantastic.
Still the most painful looking move I've ever seen in my life. Just I'm amazed Mandy bounced back from that.
Just stunned everybody watching. It was like, what, out of nowhere, and Selena was the champion.
Yeah, I agree, Polton. Maybe we'll have to make that happen in the next season here. The next event, assuming we can make it happen, will probably be Royal Rumble 2. But anyway, number 2, I think just based on Mutt's reaction when this happened, made it worthy of a number 2 slot, and it was the moment Kelsey Shannon lost his head.
Oh, he's tuning up the band. Here comes
Chip music.
Chip music.
Oh! My God.
Has been eliminated.
The Ballers take a 2-1 lead thanks to Dale Keown.
It's rare that you get a really good hearty laugh out of Mutt, and that was
that got me, man. I was like, whoa! Did not see that coming.
Yeah, Dale Keown's on a lot of these spots I've noticed, but
yeah,
that was his signature move, sweet Keown music. All right, the number 1 moment that we've all been waiting for. I think it should have been obvious, and it was our very first Royal Rumble winner. The moment Michael Bancroft became the champ.
Wow.
CG Royal Rumble. Michael Bancroft winning the Royal Rumble.
Bancroft and Tug.
History has been made.
Bancroft.
Michael Bancroft.
The man from down under.
Here is your winner.
Good balls. Tug had
Definitely
controlled
the best
the whole.
wardrobe in the CGWF between his Australian Speedo and the blouse.
Yeah.
So yeah, those I mean, look, those are my top 25. Do you guys have you know, any of your own personal favorites, either from you fellas or the chat even?
Oh, I noticed one thing was distinctly missing, and that was mine and Macho's entrance into the CGWF Hall of Fame, which should have been probably number one. I understand Bancroft being the first champ, but at least number two.
It's funny that went missing.
I tried to get legitimate, you know, actual like legitimate occurrences.
It's I think look, it's because we're so close. He wouldn't want it to be seen as like favoritism, so it's fine. I get it, Mark. No big deal. Yeah.
You know, it came down to that, or down to that one, or this one for me.
Corner.
I chose
Picks them up.
EVS's.
Hangs them in the tree of woe. What's going on here?
Tree of woe.
So you know, it was either you guys or that. I feel like I made the right choice.
You know, I'm surprised that EVS hasn't been more in the mix for the championship belt. I think that maybe moving forward, you know, he might come in as a new force.
Who was that?
EVS.
EVS? Yeah, we tried giving him a few chances, and he's lost, I think, everything so far. I think he's 0-3.
Yeah.
He needs to put on some tidy whities and go for it.
It's all about what the
Wise
computer
guys,
outcome
number 24. Number 24 was Shane Davis's promo. I won't make you guys suffer through that again.
Gosh. He did make it.
You lie. Number 24, Polton, Shane Davis. That was number 24.
No, it was terrible.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. Well, there you go, guys. That was our top 25 CGWF moments. Hopefully, we'll have many more great moments in the future. I'm learning. You know, we'll break kayfabe for a moment. I'm trying to figure out WWE 2K22 at the moment. I have to recreate 100 different wrestlers.
Oh my god!
So we.
Hey, can we? Do you have the link to that ghetto CGWF HTML page? Like,
I don't, but you can replay this. And
okay.
There you go. Why would I just give away views like that?
Yeah.
I just thought it would be you just have this weird, just blank white page that people can go to watch videos.
My favorite moment is watching the Green Team losing and losing and losing. Hall of Fame.
Oh, okay. See how it is.
We're gonna talk to We're gonna talk to Coach Danny and get him to whip you into shape.
No,
that's right.
No, I will say I make it very clear. Coach Danny was deleted from the game 2K19 in favor of real wrestlers because that thing creeped me out. So he's gone. But,
we got to get a new.
Okay,
no more.
He's still in our heart though.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Get him out. That's not good for your heart.
That's right.
Well, look, we got 10 of you, and before people start trickling out to go to other streams, Mr. Murdoch has a very important giveaway tonight. David, do you want to give your spiel?
I do, because there's a story here. You don't need to put me on full screen.
Oh yeah,
this is gonna take a minute.
Yes, I do.
And I want to see. No, I want to see your expressions because this is a good one. This is a good one. Okay. So at the shop, about a week and a half ago, I get a phone call, and this guy calls and he says, "Hey, I've got this stuff at this house. I bought this house, and there was a fire, and whoever lived at the house was like a hoarder, and they just left all this stuff there, and you know he doesn't really know the story." But he's saying, he's like, there's all this old D&D stuff and like magic stuff and, you know, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, you know, yeah, that's fine. I'll take a look at it. he says, "Oh, okay, I'll come by tomorrow." And I didn't really think anything of it because I get a lot of that, and nobody ever shows up.
Sorry, we have to listen to the chat.
The next day he shows up, right? He comes to the shop almost before closing, but he pulls up. He's a young guy, nice guy, real nice guy, and he's hey, I called you yesterday and about this stuff that I got, and can you come take a look at it? So I'm like, all right, that's fine. And I go out with him to his truck, and so the first thing he brings to my attention is in the bed of the truck he's got comic boards, and I'm talking tens of thousands of comic boards, right?
Wow.
Boxes
Jeez.
and boxes and boxes. So he says, I'm just gonna take this stuff to the dump. He's like, I don't want it. He's like, you can have it if you want it. I told him, I said, this is too much. I don't even have anywhere for this. I said, I'll take some of it. I'll just give them away, to any customers that need boards, and we've been giving them away. But it's just like it's mind-boggling the amount of comic boards that this guy has. But obviously, you have to ask the question: were there comics at this house? And he tells me, no, no comics.
What do you have all the boards for?
Makes sense. Makes sense,
Exactly.
right? So anyway, we haul a bunch of the boards into the shop, and we go back to the truck, and so then he gets out the first batch of stuff, right? So he pulls out this stack of second edition Dungeons and Dragons books, like players' handbooks, monster manuals, and I'm looking at this stuff, and I'm like, this is sellable stuff. It's not in great shape, but people will buy it just because of what it is. This real old D&D stuff. And I told him, I said, yeah, I'm interested in that. And we kind of talked about it for a bit. And he says, well, I'm going to hang on to this because I got a lot more at the house, and I kind of want to look it up because I think there might be some value there. So I'm like, all right, well, doesn't do me any good. And he asked me, what about action figures? So I'm like, okay, maybe. I said, what do you have? He pulls out this huge cardboard box. And I'm thinking like, oh, this thing is probably full of like G.I. Joes or, loose figures, right? But he opens up the box, and perfectly fit inside of this huge cardboard box, there's 6 action figures, still mint in the box in there. So what this is like, this is a case, right? So you order a case from a distributor of whatever, 6 figures, 8 figures, they're fit right in. He opens it up, and it's this case. And these are McFarlane Spawn figures from when the live action movie came out.
Oh my God.
Wow.
There's 2 Spawn, 2 Violator, and 2 what's the devil's name in that book? Malboja or something like that.
Yeah, Malboja or something.
So I'm like, okay, well, that's pretty cool. But here where I am, where my shop is, this area, this community, nobody cares about that. So I told him, I said, if I have something like this, it's going to go on my shelf for $20 a piece. I said, maybe somebody will pick it up, but there's not really a market for that here. So he asked, what about Boise? And I'm like, I have no idea why. I don't know if anybody in Boise wants it, which is like 4.5 hours from here. He's like, I told him, I said, if you want to see if any shops there want it, knock yourself out. So there was another strike right there. Then he busts out these magazines, right? Dragon magazine. And all these magazines are still kind of in their sealed packages. It's like fantasy art on the cover. I have no idea what they are. I don't really have any interest in them. I've never seen them before in my life. Never heard of them. So far, this is a bust, right? Except for all these boards. So then he's like, all right, well, I have cards. And so I'm like, okay, so let's see the cards. And he gets out this 5-gallon bucket of cards.
Oh my gosh.
And on the top of the bucket, there's like sealed booster boxes of a variety of different types of cards. Stuff I've never heard of. It's from mid-90s. And one of the things that he's got in there is like 2 booster boxes of this old trading card game called Legend of the Five Rings. And I've heard the name of that one before, but the other stuff I don't really recognize. Well, inside the bucket, I can see there's Magic the Gathering stuff. And the logo is the old logo. So I kind of get a little excited. But he warns me. He's like, remember, he's like, a lot of this stuff got damaged from the fire. So I'm kind of eyeballing it, and I got to try and, play my cards right here. So I told him, I said, all right, well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you $100 for the bucket, and I'll go through it and see if there's anything that I can salvage. So we agree to it, and he says there's just a bit of the stuff that's there. He's like, I got more, but I can bring some back, maybe in a week or something like that, which sounds good. But I know the thing of it is the way he's talking about. He wants to look up values of D&D stuff, and he'd mentioned he was looking to see if there was Pokemon stuff, and I know his gear's already turning, so I may never see this guy again. It's actually likely I will never see him again. But anyways, I've got this bucket of cards, right? So I'm going through and I'm trying to figure out like the value of this stuff, right? There's a sealed booster box of movie trading cards from Star Trek Generations, which it was in like perfect condition, but nobody cares about that. So I actually had an old guy bought it at the shop for $20. But these other cards, Legend of the Five Rings, right? So I opened one box up and I put the packs out for sale. And I've actually had a decent handful of people have been buying the packs because they come in, they're like, hey, I remember that game. I'll get a pack, like for nostalgia. But I had one guy come in the other day and he says, how much for the box? And I said, oh, I still got a sealed box of this. And he's like, well, how much you want for it? So I actually got $200 for the sealed box.
Gosh.
But to the Magic stuff, right? Because Magic is like it's the bread and butter of the shop, right? It's a huge component. So I started going through the Magic stuff that night, and these packs that I'm looking at, they're fused together: 3-packs, 7-packs, 5-packs. The top of the packs are completely burned up. Right, you can tell that these were on fire. Like these weren't near fire; they were on fire. So the cards are burned. The wrappers for the packs are melted in, and then obviously they're water damaged too from when the fire department put out this inferno. So the thing is I've got tears rolling down my cheeks because this bucket full of these booster packs. These are packs from sets like Alliance, where right now these are $65 a pack.
Nice.
There's packs in here. There's packs in here that go for $150 a pack, $70 a pack. Yeah. They're all burned to a crisp. Across the top of them. They're completely destroyed. And I'm going through and I'm going through and I'm going through, and then I find one pack. This one pack that's in perfect shape, not damaged, from this set called Urza's Legacy, is $145 for this one pack.
Oh my gosh.
That's a score, right?
Sure.
But it gets better. So I keep looking through the bucket, and there's these decks that are in the pack. They're called tournament decks. These are real old from this set called Tempest. They all look like burned marshmallows, but the cards inside are fine. So we go through every single card from every one of these decks, and we actually end up pulling a handful of single cards that just between these few single cards are worth around $300 or so. And we actually have sold a chunk of them. But one of these decks was fine. It was still in its packaging. The cellophane was fine. Great shape. So that's a $300 deck.
Whoa.
Then we find these other decks at the bottom of the thing from this set called Mirage. They're starter decks. 4 starter decks. 4 starter decks. Perfect condition. $280 a piece.
Wow.
Good
so
Lord.
This is what I got from my $100 to this bucket. And I was like ecstatic, right? This is crazy because you only see this kind of stuff on like Storage Wars or something like that. And it's like, this isn't real, right? You always think that those things are planted. This doesn't really happen in real life, but it actually happened. It was really exciting. In fact, it led me to this giveaway tonight. But I mean, the thing that's so crazy about it is like this stuff came from this house. Like this young guy just bought this house for next to nothing that was like caught on fire, and there's some hoarder. Like it's weird, right? But I noticed on one of the boxes of these comic boards that there's a ship to address on the box.
Uh-huh.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, this is an address here where I live. So I'm going to look it up, right? I mean, why would you not look it up?
Right.
So there's a company name, and then there's this dude's name, which I'm going to alter a bit. We'll say it's like Ken Lafayette, right? That's his name.
Sure.
He's the street address and stuff. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to look up the business because I'm thinking to myself, maybe there used to be another shop here. I don't know. But I can't find anything on the store. Nothing at all. The only thing I'm getting are similarly named, like a refrigerator business or something like that. So that can't be it. So I figure, all right, I'm going to look up this guy's name and address. And sure enough, I get those kind of generic white pages, search results where I can see, okay, well, yeah, this is the guy. This is the address, but it's really not giving me anything. And I'm kind of stumped. And then I think to myself, I'm going to check the news, right? I mean, the house was on fire. So maybe there's a little something about it. So I search the area, the address, and fire. And there we are. There's the articles, right? So I start to read about this fire. And this was just in June of this year. So I'm reading about this house right in the middle of the neighborhood goes up in a ball of fire, right? Man, it's total inferno. The firefighters show up and they get there quick and they get this fire put out and they manage to save the houses around it. Nothing else catches on fire and they quelch this thing. And then once the smoke is cleared, and the dust is settled and everything stops smoldering and the firefighters get in there to take a look at it, there's a body.
Oh
my gosh.
I'm like, somebody died in this fire.
Oh. Do you think you have any human remains in your bucket?
So
no.
I'm thinking, I don't know that this is the same guy on the shipping address, right? So I'm thinking, right, they'll say who it was. And the article indicates that the next of kin was notified, but due to the sensitive nature of the fire, that they're not going to release the names. Like sensitive nature of a fire, that's odd. Well, what makes it sensitive?
Arson.
It wasn't. It was the reason it was considered to be so sensitive is that because according to the firefighters, that the origin of the fire was the body.
What? Spontaneous combustion?
No, not spontaneous combustion.
I was thinking the same thing.
that the person in this house set themselves on fire.
Yeah, spontaneous combustion. That's what it is.
So they committed suicide by fire?
And that's kind of like, that's wild, right?
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine cover.
But it's like, okay, so like, who was this? Who was this Ken Lafayette? Right? That's the real question. Who is this guy who set himself on fire in his own house full of all of these like treasures? So I dig a little more.
Oh my gosh.
And then I find the articles from about a year and a half ago that this guy had been arrested.
Uh-oh.
Mugshots and everything. And the reason that he'd been arrested, possibly it's because he had this house full of all of these collectibles and goodies. I don't know what the deal was, but he had been I don't know how YouTube feels about the R word, but he had been doing something with children.
Oh no.
Oh no.
So what I came to learn is that these amazing things that I came into possession, it came from a child abuser who'd been busted and then set himself on fire in his own house.
This is the worst story ever.
To which this
What are you doing?
This poor young man bought this house, has no idea that that's what he's moving into.
You got to tell him, man. You got to be the one to tell him. We had to sit
see-
through this
if I
horrible
see
story.
him- if
You
I
got to
see
tell
him
him.
again, this is not a horrible story. This is the most incredible story I've ever run into at the shop. Never in my life have I heard something so wild.
This is crazy.
As a matter of fact, the only time I've ever heard of a person like this who have done these things to children who died by being burned alive is Freddy Krueger.
Dude,
Who
Freddy Krueger's house?
Yeah. So,
Hey, look at you go.
So,
It's always lurking.
with that all being said,
Wow.
I have one of these incredible items to give away.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
These former possessions of my local Freddy Krueger.
They might be cursed.
A relic of the
Not
the
local
Nobody's
Freddy
gonna want to
Krueger.
take this, man.
the awesomeness of the 90s.
Anybody
this-
that wins this
this-
is going
this
to
would
have
be
to
good.
fight in their dreams for the rest of
They're
their
not going to
lives.
have to fight in their dreams. There's no curse on the objects. They've all been saged and prayed over, and they're all clear.
Leandro really wants them.
He don't care.
But what I
Oh,
but what
Andrew,
I
you
want,
don't get out of it
want,
that easy.
I want the names of the viewers to go into a randomizer, and we're going to randomly pick a viewer who's going to get these.
We'll have to. We'll probably have
Should
to.
I show? Do I need to show the items before we get the names? in
We'll
case
probably
we-
have to notify them separately, right?
Yeah, they can message me their address. I'll take care of all that.
Dude,
Here,
this is the
I'm gonna-
craziest thing I've ever heard of in my life.
Give me
Let's show them the cards. Let's show them the.
We're gonna show the cards.
I mean,
All right.
what do you guys think? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
love that
show
this
it.
giveaway is like the giveaway is being forced on the person too. Is the
You
best
will
part.
take it.
Oh,
will
there. I will come after you people. So anyway, this is one of the items that I came across. This is a relic of the 90s.
Wow.
Yeah, and I understand that this is upside down. Okay.
Double impact.
These are the double impact collector cards. As you can see, all chromium.
All
Wow.
chromium.
Wow.
From Comic Image High Impact. I'm going to read you a little bit on here. These are featuring the sexy mercenary duo of China and Jazz, better known as Double Impact, hot off the presses and jumping off the pages of Ricky Caralero's supercharged comic.
Yeah.
Plus, look for these bonus collectibles. 6 Magnachrome chase cards.
Wow.
500 Ricky Caralero autograph cards. So there could possibly be autograph cards in here. There's a
Signed in
3-card
blood.
Omnichrome. It's a 3-card Omnichrome butt shot subset. Okay, Omnichrome.
Blood shot subset.
Does that actually say that on the box? That's crazy.
A
Butt
butt
shot.
shot subset.
Butt shot.
Well,
Hold on.
this is
Hold on,
pure 90s. 1996 chromium collector cards, leather-clad, gun-toting babes.
Look at that.
That is the most
Anyway,
90s thing
and
I've
this
ever
is
seen.
and this is still sealed. This is like mint in the box. These go for around $100 that I've seen. So whoever gets this, I don't care. Keep it sealed. Open it up. Put them
I
in
feel like
sleeves.
whoever gets
put
it,
'em
they're
in a
gonna
binder.
open it up, and like every card they open is just gonna be like a child's like skin or something, like just something awful.
Oh, gross.
What's happening?
That's awful. That's terrible.
Nightmare.
All right. So what we'll do is how do we want to try to do this? Like a
Okay,
random draw.
I have got a randomizer up, random.org. Okay. You
Okay.
could do it on actually here, I'll do this. I will share my screen.
If you want to be in on this, you need to comment now so that we can see you in the chat.
Oh, I don't need I just need the name.
Don.
All right, we'll give you. Yeah, we'll give you the names. Hold on.
I hope Leandro wins.
Yeah, Leandro's number one.
Leandro.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to spell this stuff.
You don't have to worry about it. These guys don't care about spelling.
Leandro.
Oh, Adam Miller.
What'd you say?
We're giving away cursed trading cards.
Basically, yeah. David Murdoch is giving away cursed trading cards that used to belong to an abuser.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Yeah, you know,
Freddie
we'll
Krueger.
It win.
Belonged to the local
basically
Freddie Krueger. Anyway,
there was this mint case of cards apparently. And,
cursed items. You know you want them. All right, let's put the next name. Let's put in is Primetime Polton.
I've got
Primetime Polton.
Okay, how about Kokoshuko Papashango?
Yeah, Kokoshuko. Well, hold up. Hold up.
Yeah.
Do you want international names in this?
That's a good question.
I don't care.
All right, he says he doesn't care.
Failed giveaway for
right.
for the Diaz brothers night, and I still haven't gotten it to the guy because it's like $100 to send.
All right, we got Kokoshuko. All right, let's do Don Chen.
Don Chen.
Yes.
Put Leandro in twice.
Yeah.
I'm not putting Leandro in twice.
We need Darth. Put Darth in there.
Yeah.
Darth.
Adam Miller's in. Get him in there.
Adam Miller wants in.
Put stat in 3 times.
Confiscate.
Yeah. All right. Stat. Are we giving stat a go here?
Stat.
All right. How about wise guys? WYZGYZ.
Or WizJizz, whatever you like to say.
However you want to say it.
WizJizz. That's what we used to call them.
Wise guys.
We didn't know. I didn't know wise guys.
Yeah. Great guy.
Let's see who else we got. Was this
Did you get Adam Miller?
Amanda B's still here now. I think she left.
Yeah, we got Adam Miller. Yeah, yeah.
Do we have him in there?
Corin Zenith.
Get him in there.
Get him in. Yeah, Zenith.
And put statistical 0 in a couple more times.
Yeah, we love you, wise guys.
He'll be very
Okay, so we've got Polton, Leandro, Papashango, Don Chen, Darth Miller, Stat, Wise, Zenith.
What if he burned it and started screaming, turning blue?
Leandro, if you get these, just give them to somebody you don't like.
Yeah.
No, please, Leandro, please burn them and let's do a whole ceremony on stream. That'd be great.
Yeah, right. That would be fun.
A little exorcism ceremony on stream. We'll host it.
You might want to open it up and check them out first.
Is that it? Is that everybody?
I think that's it for right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna click randomize, so whoever's on top is the one who's gonna get them.
Oh baby.
Do you guys want to count down? 3, 2, 1?
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
3.
Okay,
Oh,
go.
you doing it? Okay.
20, 19.
No. Start for 3.
4,
difficult.
3, 2, 1, go.
Please be Leandro. Please be
Don Chen.
Don Chen. He got him. Don Chen.
All right.
Lucky Don.
Please have your wife pray over these before you open.
Yeah.
It's nice knowing you, Don.
Sorry,
oh, Amanda B's still here, but she doesn't want them.
Just shoot me a message. Shoot me a message, Don, on Twitter. Just message me and give me your address, and I'll get them sent to you.
That is freaking hilarious.
The worst giveaway of all.
Don, oh no. Yeah. Other channels are giving out, swag and stuff, and we're giving out real life curses. Congratulations.
Okay, I promise you that no channel will ever give away a sealed box of chromium 1996 collectible cards that have been born out of a circumstance as wild as what have I explained. It's never going to happen again.
That is, I've never heard a story like that ever.
Only on Breaking Red.
Only on Breaking Red.
Oh, look at this! We're negotiating.
He's already negotiating.
To be resurrected.
Look, Polton. Polton has to think about this for about 10 seconds, and he's gonna give Don Chen his soul back.
Yeah,
100%.
He will. I know he will.
He will. Polton will totally take those.
He wants the curse.
The man is so evil, curses don't even affect him. That's the kicker.
He has so much gold around him at all times that the curses just bounce right off.
We only ask that whoever ends up with the cards has an unboxing.
Oh, please do an
Oh,
unboxing.
please.
Oh, Polton will 100% do an unboxing. And then the story is
It's
just
gonna
going
be
to
like that
continue.
Carmen Witch's Invitation video. Going
He
to the
should.
card
He
house to
should.
pick up the
Yeah.
cards.
Look, if Polton gets these cards, his next comic campaign, one of the gags should be he puts a card in every issue, butt shots card.
Special butt shot card.
Butt shots.
Special butt shots card.
Special perk.
mercy.
A chromium butt shot.
Can you tell me the name of the
Those
artist
babies.
again? David, can you tell me the name of the artist again?
All right. So the artist is Ricky. I'm going to spell his last name. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's like Carralero. So it's Carralero. That's the creator of these.
Okay, I think we can get him on the show probably. I just have a feeling.
Hey, it looks like we're going to be having the reanimated.
That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious.
Resurrected soul of Don Chin pretty soon in this.
Oh, here we go. Let's make a deal.
The payoff.
Don't make a deal with the devil, Don. Don't do it.
That's what's happening right here. Nothing
That's
pays
literally what's
off
happening.
like a 90s pack of chromium cards. That'll pay off anything.
Man.
We did though. We made out good with some of the stuff that we got. So yeah, I can give these away.
Yeah, congratulations on a big haul, man. That was cool. Even if it is all cursed. You're gonna be running the Needful Things shop pretty soon.
Oh, I wish.
Well, nobody, nobody go away because that was an insane story that I'm glad I know now, and I can't wait to see what happens with those curse cards. But what we need to do right now is play everyone's favorite game show.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that.
All right. First of all, Mark, please tell Ricky about the cursed deck of cards that we gave away on the show. And secondly, Don Chin, this does need to be CG lore.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Totally CG
Oh
lore.
man,
Polton
that's
has them.
hilarious. Polton's gonna get those curse cards signed.
Is Polton the guy that lit the other guy on fire? Is that what we're going to find out?
The story
more
gets
cursed
deeper.
as it goes.
That's why I had to have the box.
He's
I
collecting
box
the
to set
evidence.
things right. Well, look, we're going to play a little Name That Death while we got y'all. We're going to play a clip from a movie death. You got to tell us what the name of the movie is. First one, as always, is an easy one. I think it's easy because I just watched the movie, but I think it's easy for everybody. So, number one.
That's Born Identity.
Whoa, Macho! Is this the first point Macho's ever gotten?
No, I've totally gotten points before.
This might be the first point Macho has ever gotten.
It's not.
legitimately.
I've totally
like an actual,
gotten
like,
no.
by the rules point.
The first one I got was when I guessed Running Scared, and you were shocked that anybody knew that movie.
Oh, that's true. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
I know. That's right.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Usually you just cheat though and go on IMDb. Yeah, Born Identity. I'm
do
binge
not.
watching these. No, you always do.
Mutt does that, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I've seen this one before."
You're both despicable cheaters. The two
No,
of you.
no.
That
Always.
scene, by the way, that scene is so dumb. There is no way on God's green earth he's going to get up from that. I don't care how much training he's got. That's stupid.
I love that scene though. It was so good.
Clearly, you are not an agent of the CIA. You've been brainwashed to.
That's true.
We're binge watching those movies right now, and they're great. I forgot
They
what
are
the movies
good.
are.
They're good.
Good Will Hunting and Killing.
It wasn't
Yeah,
audible, so it
I
doesn't
don't know,
count.
Leandro.
It wasn't audible, so we
Yeah.
didn't hear it. Tough luck.
Look, I would typically give it to you, but this is like, Macho really doesn't get to win things very
we'll
much.
give it
Right.
And so
I'm a winner.
we're giving
I'm a
that one to
winner.
Macho.
I'm a winner.
He's not going to get the rest of them. So number 2.
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Does anyone die in the Ernest movies? Maybe the troll.
The Trolls did. And Ernest
The
Scared
troll.
Stupid.
The troll does die. That's the worst movie
troll
ever
did die.
created. It's awful.
Oh, hey,
He turned into a wooden totem.
Bone collector, man.
Stat bone collector. You got that fast.
Been a long time since I saw
I
that.
purposely hid Angelina Jolie's face at the end so nobody would get that one. But there you go. Bone collector.
Can't fool the algorithm.
No, you can't. Yeah, I try everything to fool it, but it doesn't work. Nicely done, Stat. Where did I never upload number 3? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
No, how embarrassing.
It's gonna be a short
I'll get
6
it.
tonight.
How embarrassing.
Hey, you know what? We don't have count tonight. I'm trying my hardest.
Yeah, you give
cut me
Cal
some
a hard
slack.
time. Now you know.
It's
They know
uploaded
how
right
hard
now.
it
It'll be
is.
ready in a little bit. But you know what? We'll just skip to number 4 while we wait for that.
What about
number
3?
4?
Is this like is this like a French movie? Is this like that attack the block or something?
It's foreign.
It's foreign.
It's
Not
a foreign
movie, but it does take place in a foreign land. How about that?
Mm.
And you were kind of close with the country. Macho. I'm giving away too many hints tonight.
What'd you say, Macho?
I said French.
France.
Is it like
Oh, is it
French Connection?
No, it's not the French Connection. Too recent.
I don't know.
Come on. Something to do with France. Is that Van Damme? No, it's not Van Damme. That's that guy who never really got popular.
It's that guy. He's French.
It's that guy who started one
He's from
movie
that show,
that I
The
found.
Tutor. Remember that show, The Tutor?
No.
Yeah.
No, I don't
You know what I'm
remember
talking
that
about?
show. No.
Oh, and he was in Vikings too, I think.
Was he in Vikings?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know. What that is. Is that even a movie? Are you just saying things?
No,
It's not
Vikings
Jean-Claude
the
Van
show.
Damme.
This is like it's a terrorist movie.
Spartacus. No. I'll give you a hint.
Headshot
John
2,
Travolta's
The
in it.
Reckoning.
This is a big hint.
Travolta's
There
in
it is.
Oh.
Stat. The algorithm gets it again.
French
looked it
Connection, the Paris with Love, same thing.
It's not. It's not the same thing. Stat 2, Macho 1. Macho just lost his lead.
Oh no,
That's okay,
I'm
'cause
losing
number
to
3 is-
Stat.
You know what? No one needs your negative attitude.
That's
You
right.
got it.
Bad attitude.
No one needs it.
Yeah.
Look, I got number 3 now, though. So here you go.
I just watched this and I can't think of what the name of it is.
Come on, get it before Stat does.
Is it something Monk?
No. You thinking of Bulletproof Monk?
Yes.
That has
Clearly, that guy was not bulletproof.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bulletproof at all.
Yeah, Paris from Love was a very forgettable movie, but
He kind of looked like Wong from
Can you give us a hint on this one?
it's Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
Yes, I can.
Will you please give us a hint on this one?
It doesn't matter because Don Chen already got it.
Don
Dang.
I was gonna say Guy Ritchie.
It's
but
with Matthew McConaughey, and I
that's
cannot
correct.
think
That was
of what
his fictional life in the movie there, popping dudes in the head. Look at that, Don Chen.
Way to go, Don.
He's
It
all
was a
kinds
great-
of
it was a
he won
great
the cursed
movie.
item. Yeah. That reminds me of the time I had a conversation with someone who's been shot in the forehead. They died a few hours later. Yeah, what is the you know, is that a thing that could happen? I mean, was that like a 22? Maybe it takes a little less time with the 22.
Not according to the Godfather movies.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. Maybe
they kind of go like this.
I think that was just done for effect.
But you realize I'm going to use that clip.
Yeah, clip that.
I'm so going to use that for something, and I'm going to put the most mean-spirited sound effects to it.
Like what they did to Trump.
We have our new short for the week.
Did you hear? You see this? What Adam Miller says reminds me of the time I had a conversation with someone.
We just read that on.
Literally just read that on screen.
I was trying. You know what? I'm a little bit behind.
Yeah, you're a little behind on.
I was trying to read
IMDb.
while you were talking, and I couldn't concentrate.
Adam, is this really a true story? Or are you messing with me,
dude? Is this really true?
22.
We're having a cursed episode, so might as well.
Oh man, this episode is so crazy. What did you do, David?
What is wrong with this episode?
Everything.
Hey, it's almost Halloween time.
We
got to kick it off.
Oh, my neighbor already has jack-o'-lanterns out. She's one of those people.
You know, like a lot of people would figure this stuff out, and it would be like just the most. They'd be like, "This is a really disturbing story." And I bet David
Can
was
I just
like,
say
giggling.
the legend of Adam Miller keeps growing. A cop and the greatest artist in Comicsgate.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow.
Shoot, man. I want to hang out with Adam Miller.
Let's have let's can we
out.
get with this? Let's have Adam on and to tell some stories. That'd be good.
Oh man,
you got to come on and tell some stories sometime, or just draw.
That would be amazing.
Because I just want to watch him draw.
Yeah.
All right. Number. You see, I'm all mixed up. Number 5.
I'm not feeling.
Butterfly effect.
No.
No, that wasn't.
You think that was Ashton Kutcher?
I thought that was Ashton Kutcher.
Pretty woman.
Oh my gosh! Yes. Can we do this? Can we make this happen? I want to get him on our stream before other people snag him because I don't think they realize.
100%. Let's make this happen and have a special name that death for Adam Miller.
100%. Don Chin for the win, by the way. Don Chin for the win.
An officer, but not a gentleman.
Oh, deadly woman.
Are these answers I'm looking at? Because they're all wrong.
Yeah, I enjoy the I enjoy the chat giving purposely wrong
names?
answers. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Darth got an answer tonight.
Wow.
Dang.
Way to go, Darth.
Look at this. Look at that. You guys are all feeling pretty ashamed of yourselves right now, aren't you? You lost to Darth.
I said them all. Yeah. I got a point.
That's how bad it's gotten, guys. That's how bad it's
gotten.
Darth
beat Stat 0. Yeah, that's how bad our streams are getting. Darth is beating Stat.
Is he? How's that? I guess it's because it's
no, but he beat him to the answer on this one. Is what I'm saying. Stat's still in the lead. That's the algorithm.
You should all be ashamed of yourself.
For real though, we're getting Adam Miller on the show because
do it.
All right.
You heard it here before somebody else scoops him up.
You heard it here
do it
first.
On a Mutt week. Do it on a Mutt week, please.
Week after next.
You don't get that.
Week.
You don't get us saying things because you bail on us every other week.
Not bailing.
We're gonna do it on an off Mutt week. Number 6. This is the last two. Maybe Stat will get one. I don't think he's gonna get number 7. I'm wondering if he's gonna get number 6. Number 6.
Ooh. That's very, very clearly a dummy falling out of that.
That was real. That was real.
Nothing. They killed a man for that movie.
Wow.
That was
it looked a little bit like Burt Reynolds, but it looked like
Burt Reynolds.
Was it Burt Reynolds?
Oh my gosh, Stat, you monster! Monster
machine. Man, that was cool. I've never seen that movie, and I've heard a lot about it.
Sharky's Machine.
Oh man, everyone was
Smokey and the Dead Band.
Yeah.
Apparently, everyone knows this movie. I was not aware of it.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Leander's a dumb fall.
I like that better.
Go back and show that again. That was a real person, not a dummy. I want.
That's
I want
100% a dummy.
You want to watch that
You're a
again?
dummy.
Yeah, let's watch it again. It's a real person. %100% real.
100%. You're a dummy. You are a dummy.
Who says real? I say real.
Your face is a dummy. Real person.
Yeah.
Dead.
It
threw a dead man
starts
out the
real.
window.
It starts real, and then they use that glare to
Yeah.
to
It was
transition.
very clever. It was a very clever masking. But the guy was like held the gun up to his head. He was gonna kill himself anyway. And then Bert
He
goes,
didn't want
"Ah,
to.
ah."
You know, before he does that, he says, "You won't get to kill me" or something like that. Because I think Burt Reynolds really wanted to kill him.
Oh.
Adam Miller has it right. It's real. He was moving.
He was moving his arms.
Boom.
They were,
And that's from a cop. So
those arms
he
were
knows.
flapping in the breeze.
He's seen hundreds of dead people flying through the air.
Hundreds of dead people.
He's actually
He
the guy
knows.
that killed the guy to fall out that window.
Yeah.
He was involved. All right. Number 7. Here's what I'm going to say. Stat, you might not want to get it right if you know it, because shame on you if you know this movie.
Yeah, shame.
We've had a
But
couple
Mark
of these
knows it,
before.
so
I look.
everything.
I go deep on the internet to find these movies for
That's
number
not cool.
7.
To bad places, dark places.
Sometimes I go to some movies that most
Others
people would
shouldn't
feel
tread.
filthy watching.
But he does it
No
for you
shame here.
people.
He does
I
it
do
for
it for
all
you
of
guys.
Yeah.
I do it. I do it for you guys. I do it to stop Stat. Stat actually causes me to do some heinous things.
It's stats.
So number 7, if you know it, don't answer it, because shame on you if you do.
You okay?
That was incredible. That was almost better than the Stallone in the wig.
What happened there? I'm
That
totally
was awesome.
It was he went in to check on the lady, and
She
as
was
he had his back
crying.
turned,
The guy went like
Yeah.
this.
that lady was about to. I love like the Batman pose before she.
I know.
What was
I like
that?
how she was like wearing a man's like suit, like suit top, blazer.
Was it
Hey, let's
Psycho
watch that.
2?
Let's watch that again.
You want to watch that one again?
Yeah.
You okay?
I like that.
Also, Stat cheated. Shame on you, Stat.
Cheated.
He cheated.
He
Oh,
looked
You know,
up
you
Kathleen
know what I
Turner.
think happened here? Cheated.
Yeah.
Meaning he just watched it last night.
Look.
Shameful moment. Also, I don't want to say what that man was stabbed with either, because I had to cut some things out so that you wouldn't see what he was stabbed with.
Oh, no.
I like that
disturbing.
that guy went through all the links to dress up like a woman, like put on the pantyhose and the heels and everything, and had the legs to pull it off. So that
He had a very
so that
womanly
the guy
physique.
that the guy would come in and just be like, "Oh, are you okay?" That's pretty good.
Wow.
Would have been better if he answered like, "I'm fine, thank you."
I still don't think it tops the Stallone Stallone turn.
There's something
That's
about seeing
pretty
Stallone in that wig too. Is the best
Yeah.
part, and that he was like
Yeah,
there
yeah.
cooking before the guy came in.
Yeah. What was the name of that movie again?
Crimes of Passion.
No, the
Stat's favorite
Stallone
movie.
one.
Oh, the Stallone one. That was Nighthawk.
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 And who was the bad guy in that again? I forget.
What's his face? Hobo with the shotgun there. What's his name?
Rucker Howard.
Rutger Hauer.
Yeah. You had Stallone and Rutger Hauer in a movie,
It was a
right?
bad movie.
And you pull that, like that's your big pull.
It's an amazing pull. That was the best part of the movie.
Yeah, but dude, there's no way you're coming back from that. If you're in the theater watching that and you see Stallone flip around with his wig on, there's no way you're taking
Greatest
that
moment of your life. Greatest moment of your life is what that is.
It was great. It was the greatest moment of Name That Death. That's for sure.
It was so funny.
Why did that knife wielder present her? Hey, you know, she's about to save the day. Go.
Adam Miller, would you believe that I'm in the new Stallone TV show?
Whoa.
We need to know all about this.
Either Adam Miller is a stone-faced liar, or he's the most interesting guy we
don't talk. You know what? I would prefer Adam be on the show instead of you. So don't you call Adam?
No, I'm saying he's probably a very interesting guy.
This is an artist's jealous rage right here.
I'm totally jealous of his art. That goes without saying.
Adam got his first hater this week. Somebody hit him with the old "Is this supposed to be good?" on
man, that's you know what? I feel like it's a rite of passage.
Yeah,
dude spent all night coming up with that sweet comeback too.
Yeah, there's a lot of
losers out there. And he ran downstairs because his mom made dinner.
And he's like yelling at her, like, "Mom, I wanted Miracle Whip on my sandwich."
I hate mayonnaise.
These aren't pizza rolls.
But no, I don't know if you guys saw the post that he was being hated on for. He drew Isom. Do I say it right? Is it Isom?
I think it's Isom.
Isom? Ism?
Isom?
It's just
it's
ism.
Ism?
Ism.
I'm gonna go with ism.
That isn't right. It's Isom.
Do we have what do we have? There
Fortunately, I didn't get to kill him.
Isom,
I think.
Yeah.
But anyway, the art in question, he drew this really cool Isom piece. Is that for? Did he commission that, or was that just fan art? Because that's just fan art.
Wow.
Dude.
Bruh.
So Stats our winner tonight, even though he cheated. This is the first time we got Stat to cheat. I consider this.
I think that's a win.
That's a win for us.
Yeah.
This is like
we all collectively win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree 100%. We all win tonight.
We all win tonight.
Fan art. You made that as fan. Oh my gosh, dude.
Man.
He needs to purchase that immediately. I hope he saw it and then offered to buy it because wow.
Well, he's usually watching our show, so he probably saw all that.
Eric July.
Yeah, since he got his start here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, we did get him his big break in the CGWF. Before that, no one knew who he was.
Right.
Everybody heard it here first.
Peter Samedi chose to harass on Twitter. And,
of course.
That's clearly how it went down.
That's how it went down.
Well, your 9-year-old's a cool dude. Brah. Oh, it's for content. You better win that whole.
Oh yeah, I know, right?
Oh yeah, it's in the bag.
I knew both actors and didn't know they worked in a movie together. Mark that down as not interested.
No. We marked that down as a win for
we
Breaking
know you
Bad,
own that, like
sir.
one of those like VHS tapes that you stole from like the movie store back in the day. Video update.
Stat trying to play it off cool. Don't even try that, good sir.
It's
you
like
know
it's
everything.
like all worn. You're like,
Yeah. He knows that Captain Kangaroo showed up in a movie. He knows.
Well, look, I got nothing else. I don't know if you guys just want to call it. I'm thinking about calling it.
Call it, baby.
Call it.
You can call it.
I can call it.
Everybody have a good night.
No, don't. You're not supposed to do that, man.
Oh,
you're supposed to.
What am I?